How's it going, guys? Welcome to Richmond NASCAR iRacing series. We have been pretty good here lately in the NIS, 2 wins in a row. We've qualified on pole for every single race except Martinsville, so let's see if we can do that again. We go through turns 1 and 2. Everything looks nice and smooth. We get loose off of 2 and into the wall. So you would think that we're starting in the back, but luckily iRacing has this thing where you can reset your car. That was lap 1 of 2. Obviously you guys know you have 2 laps qualifying, so we reset the car, the damage goes away. I don't know if the tire wear goes away. I think it does, but I'm not really sure about that. So we're able to get a second shot at it. Basically we get a mulligan, except this is going to be our only lap. Doesn't really matter anyways, I only run 1 lap anyways. So let's see if we could just do better here. Get through 1 and 2 the same exact way, but this time we're a little bit more careful coming out of 2. Let the car drive up straight off the corner, entering turn 3, try to get to the yellow line. We miss it a little bit, but we're able to cut the car in the middle of the corner, get a nice run coming off, so it's not that big of a deal. We come to the start finish line, we need a 20.877, we get a 20.847, and we get the pole. So that, I don't even know how many poles that is. I don't know what race this is in the season, but basically we've qualified on pole for every single race except Martinsville, which is amazing to me. That's actually more impressive to me than winning the last 2 races, because I can't believe I'm able to qualify on pole every week. And as the race starts, as you guys can see, it's not really surprising. Caution comes out before we ever come out of turn 2. There is an incident down the front straightaway involving 25. There's a kind of a, I guess, domino effect there going on, which was pretty unfortunate. So we get going again, lap 7. The caution flags were lasting a little bit longer. I don't know why. Just we kept running maybe like 1 extra lap under caution. So let's see if we could just maybe pull away, test our speed here. Lap 11. It's been 4 laps since the restart. Another caution comes out, and we're already getting a sense of what this race is going to be like in terms of how many cautions we're going to have. The speed seems to be there though in the short run, and as we do a little bit of simultaneous spinning with the 2 and the 25, that would bring out the second caution of the race. So we go again. Some people actually decided to pit. About 10 cars stayed out. I stayed out. So some people decided to pit. I didn't think that was a good call because we only have about 5 laps on tires, and I don't want to be in the back, so I decided to stay out. That's Daniel in the 16 right behind us. He stays out as well. He's up there as well. So let's see what we can do here. We go to lap 19, able to run a couple laps on the green, and caution comes out. So that, again, 3 cautions in 20 laps. Not surprising, haven't really been able to test out the speed in the car. Let's see what happens this time around. And looks like the 4 gets hooked, and then flips almost onto his roof down the back straightaway at Richmond. It's amazing how cars can get tipped over at Martinsville and at Richmond, but not at other big tracks. So yeah, he just gets hit right there and goes almost flipping there from the grandstand view. So I don't know what's going on in the back of the pack, man. It's crazy. Everyone's trying to get as much as they can. It's only lap 20, which I don't understand. So green flag's back out, lap 25. It's the same story. We're getting these great jumps on the restart because we're the leader. We go to lap 28. Daniel's right behind us, actually. He's right on our bumper, as you can see. 1.2 second gap to 3rd, so me and Daniel have pulled away, but he seems pretty fast. And let's see what he could do with us. We're just trying to see. He looks like he's gaining in the middle of the corner. That's what it looks like that he's doing. You see right here, he gains. So let's see if we can maybe do a little bit better there. We have a little bit of contact in the back, as you can see here. That looks like 3rd place is spinning. And he looks like he's good. And then he gets ARCA braked into by the Flash car, which is... man, how do you hit him? He was wrecked for like 5 seconds. That's amazing. Without bring out a caution here eventually. So we restart again on lap 36. We decide to stay out again. Me and Daniel have stayed out. Alec and everyone else, as you could see in the bottom right, Cody and Alec, they've already pitted. So me and Daniel are still on old tires. Everyone else on somewhat fresher tires, but you could see here me and Daniel are still able to pull away a little bit. Lap 41, caution comes out again, and we're just not getting a long enough run where I'm comfortable with pitting. We're only running 5 laps, and then a caution comes out. So looks like Paul Menard there gets into the 15 and spins him around. Probably not intentional, obviously. And just another caution. Again, just people being very aggressive. So do we pit? No, we stay out. Daniel decides to pit. And that puts Cody in looks like the 18 car behind us. And he's on fresher tires than we are. So we are now on the oldest tires in the field. So that's a little bit worrying, but we've only run, I would say, 20 laps of green flag runs. So 20 laps of green flag laps on the tires. And I don't think it's going to be that bad. So let's see what we can do. Lap 47. You can see here we are pulling away. So the tire wear isn't looking like it's a big deal. Or maybe we're just fast. We don't really know which one it is. A second place gets a little bit of contact. Paul Menard goes almost going for a spin. He's able to save it, luckily. And that's good news there. That was going to be pretty close there for second place. Almost going to be a wreck, which was going to be pretty bad. But you can see here out in front, we are just pulling away. We are pulling away on older tires, which is very nice. Lap 51, caution comes out. Again, only a 5-lap run. If it was 10, I would have pitted. But it's 5, so I'm not comfortable with pitting again. Let's see what caused the caution. 3 wide, almost 4 wide entering turn 1. And that will end up spinning someone out. And another caution. So I don't know if that's 5 or 6 in the first 50 laps, but it's getting to be a lot. We stay out again, just hoping the tires last as long as they possibly can. And I don't want to be in the back of the pack. There's too much craziness going on back there that I'm okay with maybe losing a couple spots being on old tires if it means I'm up front. So we go to lap 66. This is a 10-lap run. We're still in the lead. So I think that's really showing how fast of a car we have. But unfortunately, the caution comes out again. However, it was a 10-lap run, so this is a good time to pit. We come down pit road, take 4 tires. Daniel decides to take 2 tires, so let's see how that works out for him. And everyone else came in pit road as well. So we're starting in second. Unfortunately, we don't have that lead position of being able to get that beautiful jump on the start. The outside lane is not where you want to be, as you guys saw the real life race. It would be fine later in the race in iRacing, but there's no grip up in the upper lane yet. So we're trying to get around the 12 here. We're trying to pinch him down just a little bit, but giving him enough room, obviously, and trying to fight, but we can't really do much. You can see we're not getting the run off the corner. Caution comes out just after 1 lap of racing. We're still going to be in second place. I kind of wished I would have just let the 12 go and gotten into third. But green flag comes back out again, lap 78. And the same situation. I'm just not able to get a good enough start. Maybe I should have started in first gear. I'm not sure. I thought I was going to spin the tires, so I didn't do it. I kept starting in second gear. But the 12 is still going to be down there. And we're trying to fight them as hard as we can. And, you know, I was hoping maybe the top lane would come in a little bit or get a run here coming out of 4. But as you can see, we're not getting any sort of run. So I try letting the 12 go, and I try cutting down in front of the 2 and hope he's going to give us the space. And he's right on our bumper, but he does give us the space, and I really appreciate that because I did cut off his nose and probably shouldn't have. But I was really trying to force my way down there into the bottom lane. Unfortunately, not able to keep it down there, as I'm just a little bit out of rhythm here. The 2's able to get back below us. I'm not going to cut off his nose this time around. I'm just going to try to drive it in pretty deep, give him the room. But let's see if we could just maybe clear him coming out of 2, and we can't. Fortunately, we're able to clear him coming out of 4, but then he's going to go to our outside lane here and get right there, so that would have been bad if I came up. Unfortunately, I'm not working with spotters, so just have to use, you know, voices. He's pinching us down a good amount, but it's all solid, fair racing. This is really, really good racing, actually, between us and the 2. And we're just trying to get back into a rhythm. We've lost our rhythm because we've been battling this entire run. First, we had to battle the 12. Then we had to force our way down on the 2. Then the 2 got underneath us. We had to battle the 2. And now he's above us. So I haven't been able to get into a rhythm. And you can see I'm just overdriving the middle of the corner a little bit. I'm not able to get the car down to that bottom lane. But once we get a little bit of a rhythm going, the caution comes out, unfortunately. So I wasn't able to kind of test out what kind of speed I had there. I felt good. So we came down pit road, took 4 tires. Unfortunately, our pit crew could not give us a fast enough pit stop, even with the #1 pit stall. We end up being in 4th. So we're in the top lane again, and now it's just bad luck right now. Because if I could just restart on the inside lane for once, I would have been able to be in 3rd or 2nd. Unfortunately, we're going to be on the outside lane, and it is what it is. We're going to have to go back to fighting with the 12. That's just how it is. The 12 gets a little bit loose, and we thought about here cutting it down in front of him. But we're not going to. Just give him a little bit of room. Try to pinch him as much as we can, and now we are clear. So we're in 4th, but knowing that the caution come out very quick, we got to try and get into 3rd as quickly as we can because this outside lane is just terrible. So we're trying to get to that 2 car. The 2's trying to get around the 33, so we're giving the 2 room. The 2 gets into the 33. I check up, and then we get hit from behind, and we're able to save it. But unfortunately, we're going to take a trip through the grass and lose all our track position. So unfortunately, the bad luck just kind of piled on there. It's not really luck. It's just, I mean, if you keep restarting in the outside lane, it'll happen. So let's see what happens here. You can see my car just got sideways, not from any of my doing. It just got hit from behind. But if you take a closer look, The 12 doesn't actually hit us. It is netcode. I think he could have done maybe a slightly better job of checking up, because I never hit the brakes. I was just off the gas, but it's not his fault. You could see here, right there is the netcode. He actually never hits me. The front end of his car is never actually on the rear end of my car, so it's not his fault. And it's bad. I mean, that's bad luck, I guess, being netcoded. A caution comes out right in front of us. I almost wrecked the thing, getting on the brakes. I tried downshifting for some reason. I'm gonna make sure I don't do that. I don't know why I did that, but we decided to come down pit road, and now we're 22nd. So all our track position is gone. Let's see what we can do now. Top lane checks up, hoping they don't come down. They don't. And we're just going to see if we can stay on the bottom here, avoid the wrecks that come our way, because we know it's going to happen, the amount of cautions that's been through this race. We're over halfway, so that's unfortunate, but this bad luck of being on the top lane has kind of really hurt us here, and it cost us to be back here in the 22nd place. So let's see if we get around this mess. There's a little bit of a wreck in front of us. We're just going to keep it steady. We know we have the 17 to our high side, so we can't turn to the right. Just hold the wheel straight and pray to God that a hole opens up. Caution comes out for that wreck that was behind us. And we're up to 13th now, or 15th actually. So we're slowly getting there, you know, from 22nd to 15th. Didn't really pass anyone, only passed one car. People are driving into turn 1, pushing each other up the track, which I just don't understand. Then coming back down the track, and there's the damage that was going to happen. There's nowhere to go for us, and caution comes out. So again, more bad luck, really. I don't see anything I could have done there to avoid that. And then there's more wrecking going on after the fact, or after the caution. So in a turn 1, someone just drove someone straight up the track in a turn 1, and that's what caused all this. And then everyone's trying to find a lane, and I had nowhere to go. I just pile drove into the 18. And then the 7 here decides to intentionally dump the 19 for some reason. That was after the caution flag came out. So that just shows you the kind of room that we're in. It's just a mess. It's really a mess. So we have damage on our left front. You could see the hood's a little bit wrinkled there. We don't know how the car is going to react. Unfortunately, I didn't come down pit road and fix it. I'm just going to say, like, hey, I need to get my track position back. So let's see what it's gonna react like. And we're able to get down to the bottom lane after restarting on the top again. So I just want to restart on the bottom for once in my life. But the car, just through turn 3 there, I already could tell that we had a little bit of problems. I think winning the race might have been really difficult because I was losing about half a car length down the straightaways, and I was pushing really bad in the middle of the corner. So that damage, it didn't help us. So another caution came out. We restarted on the outside again, and at this point I'm just like, you know what, might as well just stop complaining. Let's just try to dig this thing on the outside, because we're not going to be able to get to the bottom. So we're going to drive it in deep in turn 3 on the inside, or on the outside. The 30 gets loose, the 19 gets loose. We're just going to go up the 3rd lane and pray that no one comes up. We're able to do that. They're wrecking behind us. We're able to get through all of that mess and somehow get into 3rd place. So the outside lane actually works that time. 2nd place decides to come down pit road. And the 13's on older tires than we are, so we're somehow, I don't even know how, I don't even feel like I passed anyone. I've been involved in a wreck, and we're in 2nd place. Don't know how, but we're in 2nd, and that restart right there where I got a good start and then Daniel closed half a car length down the straightaway, that's where I knew I was in trouble, because Daniel didn't have a lot of damage, I did, and when he's able to close half a car length, I was just like, hey Dan, go ahead man, I'm not going to hold you up. He goes ahead, I'm losing half a car length down the straightaways, I'm pushing in the middle of the corner. I feel like I need to fix the damage, but I don't want to lose the track position. So that's kind of the predicament we're in. We're going to let Daniel go after the 13. He obviously has the fastest car. He doesn't have a lot of damage, so he's good there. And he was fast before anyway, so he's one of the best cars here. We're trying to pass the 13, but you can see here I can't stick the bottom. I can't. I'm hitting the brakes like I normally do. I'm hitting my same braking points. But the car is pushing so bad in the middle of the corner. And then we're losing that little bit of straightaway speed, so we're trying to maybe complicate things and try to drive it in a little bit deeper. Then make a little bit of contact with the 13, immediately key the mic and apologize because that's my fault for coming up into him. And then we're trying to find a way around him. We get right on his rear end, not trying to, pressure him too much, get into him. So we're going to peek our nose there. We have a good lane there. 13 decides to cut off the nose a little bit. We slide up. Again, that push into the middle of the corner that we're having with this damage is really, really struggling. So the 17's trying to get to our inside. We have to fight the 17, get around him. Then we get a good run on the 13 again. We're going to peek our nose, and then he cuts the nose off again. I'm having to stab on the brakes to not get into him. And, I mean, it's at this point I key up the mic. I'm like, 13, I love you, man, but you're cutting off my nose every time, and I'm there. So I'm trying really hard not to wreck him. he says sorry on the top. So this time I'm able to get underneath him. There's no way he's going to cut off her nose here. So we drive it into turn 3. And then I make the stupid mistake and I drive him up the track because I can't enter turn 3 anymore. And I apologized right away. It's just that the damage. Something with the damage is making the car just push really hard in the middle of the corner. And I can't figure it out. So I had to maybe find a way to adjust my driving style. Now the 2 is below us. And we're on the outside lane. Daniel's pulling away. So we're giving the 2 plenty of room. Just trying to maybe fight a little bit. Have a good day at least. Coming down the front straightaway. The 2 gets loose. Gets into us. Into the outside wall, coming back down the track, and we dale it into the inside wall. Race over. Race is done. Car is destroyed. And yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's see what happens here. We're racing. Come down the front straightaway. The 2 just gets a little bit loose, and for some reason, that little bit of contact sent my car left. And I don't. We completely destroyed the inside wall. You'll see here, the 2 gets a little bit loose, and I just don't get. For some reason with iRacing, a little bit of contact can really upset the car, and that's what I don't get. I had no control of the car once we made contact. I'll take a little bit of blame because you can see I do come down a little bit. That's because I thought we were fine. I mean, I didn't think the 2 was getting loose at that point of the corner, so I just decided to come off the wall just a slight bit just to give myself some room, and then I didn't know he was getting loose. So it's just a racing incident. I don't think it's anyone's fault there. I'm kind of more upset with iRacing because I don't think that little bit of contact just sent my car left like that. It just sent that thing to the left, and I had no way to save it. So I didn't really understand that. You can see the required repairs is 13 minutes. Our race is done. There's no point. It happens. I would say through most of NIS we've had, other than Martinsville, good fortune, good luck, and good races. This race, bad luck, bad fortune, bad race. We restarted on the outside almost every restart once we lost the lead. And, you know, it is what it is. You have to pit sometime. So I put myself in that situation. We come down pit road, and unfortunately, it's that. I tried running for a little bit. I was too slow. I was in other guys' ways, and it was really stupid. I was doing stupid stuff. So I shouldn't have been out there. And, yeah, so we just decided to come down pit road and take our basically result. I think we ended up finishing 22nd. We just had to sit there for the last half of the race. I didn't want to quit because I had to make sure I sat there. So decided not to go back out on the track and just, you know, ended up being there. So guys, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It happens. You know, you can't have a good race every week, especially when I only do 1 race per week. Whatever the race happens, I'm not gonna do multiple ones. So it happened to be this one. Daniel ended up winning the race, and congratulations, Daniel, on the win. And I'll see you guys later. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy the iRacing videos. Yeah, I'll see you guys later, and thank you guys for all the support. Subscriber count's going up, view count's going up, and everything. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Even if I tried, even if I wanted to, and I can't change. Even if I tried, my love, she keeps me warm.